Virgo, thanks for visiting. This is your reading from now, whenever you hear this, doesn't matter when it is, well, unless it's the end of January, unless it's February, because this is from now until the end of January. So yeah, if you like this reading, this is what I always ask you, I know, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you'd like. I'm getting right on to this reading for you. I know I'm getting later and later, I'm trying to get these out. So the first card you have, you passed, is Temperance. So yeah, this is one of my favorite, absolute favorite cards. You know, it can be about, well, so many different things, but I love the alchemy. The thing I love in this is the alchemy. It's about rising up and using the tools, doing what you have, using what you have to get into a different situation, rising up out of things. So yeah, that's what you're doing. You're coming out of something. Yeah, you're coming out of a difficult situation. I'm seeing that, but I think you're also right in the middle of it as well. So you'd come out of part of this and you are still battling with part of it as well. And I think you might still be. So I think you came out of a situation, you left someone, you came out of a relationship, I think it probably was. And I'm getting this feeling of being under someone's thumb, so under someone's influence, someone who is quite bossy, someone who is quite, you know, they thought they're in charge of things. So, and you're stuck inside this for a while, but I think you got out of that. I am seeing a bit of money around here for some reason. So you might be stuck in a situation right now, or not stuck, but you might be dealing with some situation with them around money. There's something that isn't resolved with this person. That's what I'm getting. So it might be what that is. And so you had that problem there, and I think you still have more of that to go. I'm seeing that as well. I'm seeing a weight in front of you, and I'm seeing more of a battle in front of you. But this is telling you that you can come out of this, and this is telling you that you have the tools to come out of this. Your mind's in the right place. I think you've done a lot of inner work to yourself, and I think you had to do the inner work to get away from this situation physically, away from this person. And now you're very strong inside yourself, and you can cope with the rest, the second half of this battle. That's what I'm seeing. I think it's taken you a long time. I think it's taken you a lot of work to get to where you are now, inside your head, inside your heart, all of that kind of thing, spiritually. So yeah, this person really tried to mess with your mind. I think they tried to undermine your confidence as well. Really, really horrible. But your mind's in the right place. So it doesn't matter what they do now, it doesn't matter what they say, your mind is in a very, very safe place. It feels very strong, very, very strong. And I think, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. I think that's because, or partly because, you refuse to engage with this particular person. And I think that's a huge step for you, because I think you left this person, and I think they still had you engaging with them, talking to you and things like that, answering their questions and things like that. And I think you just realised, no, I don't have to engage. I don't have to respond to this person. And that made you a lot stronger, not having to be around them, not having to talk to them. So you have this huge inner strength, huge inner strength. And I think this result's going to be really good, but you've still got a battle in front of you. So you know what it feels like? It feels like they're in opposition to you now, and you've got this battle there. But I think your focus is on the problem and finding a solution to that problem for yourself, so you can get out of that and have a good result. But I think they're focused on people. Who am I in charge of? Who can I get one up against? You know, I'm the boss. They should be doing what I say. Why did they say that? Why this? Why that? All that kind of thing. And it's not working for them. It really isn't. And it's not going to work for them. So, yeah, you're focused on things, action, moving forwards. And they're focused on, you know, who's better than who, me versus them versus them, all that kind of thing. So, keep on doing what you're doing in the way you're doing it if this is you. Absolutely don't do anything differently to what you are doing. That's what I'm seeing there. Because eventually it's not going to work for them, and what you're doing is going to work for you. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. Yeah. Okay, so the next card you have, your past, is The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there's more money here, so that's telling me that's probably something to do with money, that battle that you're going through with this person. But there's something else about money here as well. I'm seeing something else. And I hate seeing this for you because it feels really scary. So it's some kind of money scare. And it feels quite sudden actually as well. So it's like, you know, maybe you lost something or you felt really lost around this. I think there was an amount that you were expecting, a regular amount that you were expecting. That's what I'm seeing. Always comes in. It's like that always comes in. Why isn't it there? And you rely on that. So it's something you rely on all the time and it wasn't there. That's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of emotion around this. You know, I'm really getting this, oh, how could they do this? You know, how could they mess this up? Yeah, how could they mess this up? That's what I'm seeing. So someone messed this up, something around this, and you didn't get this money or something. And I'm actually seeing someone shaking here. Maybe that's you. I hope it isn't, but that's what I'm seeing. So lots of emotion, lots of worry. And if this is you, I think you dealt with this. I think you've done whatever you can do about this. And I think now you've just got this waiting time. You're waiting for this to come in now. I think you've been told this is all okay. It's going to come in. But of course, you know, you don't have trust around whatever the situation is and whoever messed this up. So, you know, you've got this, oh, I won't trust this until I see it in there. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I am seeing this coming through. I've got to say that to you. I'm definitely seeing that. And I'm actually seeing both of these situations, the one in the Temperance card and this one, being resolved. This one's going to be resolved much quicker for you. The other one has a battle in front of it. But they both have some kind of waiting. But there's going to be a conclusion and it's going to be positive in these two situations. So if that makes any sense to you at all, I don't know if it does. If it does, yeah, both positive in time, waiting, and then a good result. So that's what I'm seeing in both of those cards. I hope that makes sense to you, because I just see these cards and I'm going on and on and on. And then I think, does that actually make sense? I don't know, but okay. The last card you have your past is the Five of Wands. Okay, so you look at this. This is really interesting. This is the crazy, messy card. All sorts of chaos. It's completely crazy. You know, not a scene anyone wants to get involved in. No one's in charge. It's a big mess. So this is about this person in the Temperance card. This person you're up against. Because again, I'm seeing the same thing here. They're not playing the long game. They're not playing the solution. What I mean by that is your goal is to get to a solution. Your goal is to get through this and get to the end of this. Their goal is all around people. It's all like, oh, I have to be better than them. They said that. How could they do that? Now I'm going to get them back and they're going to get them back. And it's all very childish. And these are all children on this card as well, playing around. So, you know, there's no focus. There's no proper focus here. It's all a big mess. So, and if you don't have focus, you don't know where to look. And they're not in control. They're not in control of things. And you are. You're definitely doing the right thing. Certainly doing the right thing by not engaging with them. Because I think, yeah, there's a warning here as well that if you do start to engage with them again, you might turn into this chaos yourself. You know, your emotions might go down again and everything goes out of control. So, you know, whatever you do, don't fall into the trap of talking with them. Don't engage with them again. I know you probably won't do this, but I'm seeing that warning there. And I feel as if I have to tell you this. You're in charge of this. You're running this, not them. They think they're in charge. They always think they're in charge, but they're not. You are. They're not in charge. Look at this chaos. You are strong. Just remember that. You're not like this. They're this, the Five of Wands, and you're the Temperance card. Look at the difference. So just remember that. If you're ever wavering, if you ever think, oh, I'm up against this really strong person and I'm not like that, I've got no hope, don't think that. Just remember these two cards and remember which one you are. Yeah, there's something else here. And yeah, I'm seeing love here, but I'm seeing lots of other battles as well. Yeah, there's someone here and they feel fragile. I'm saying feel because they don't look fragile. They look the opposite of that, I think. This is someone who looks really, really strong. They look really tough, actually, maybe even a bit rough around the edges. And, but yeah, this toughness, it hides things, I think. They're hiding behind this toughness or this strength. They've been through a lot of things. They have this kind of really tough persona because they've been hurt. They've been really hurt, I think. That's because, you know, they're soft on the inside because they've been really, really hurt. They've seen a lot of things. A lot's happened in their lives. And because they've got this sort of facade up, I think, so that I think it's there to stop themselves from being hurt again. I think that's what the idea is. I'm definitely seeing love there. I'm definitely seeing love here. So, yeah, really, really clear. There's love here. So whoever this is, they really love you. They really, really care about you. But I think they struggle to show that to you. And this is something they've always struggled with, I think. And if you know who this is, if this is resonating with you, if you're dealing with someone like this, I think you can see through this. You can see through this. You know that they've got pain. You know that they have feelings, but you know that they're struggling with those feelings. And yeah, there's trouble in their past. I think they've had a lot of anger in their past. I'm seeing that as well. I'm not seeing any anger around you. I'm just seeing this is all in their past. Yeah, lots and lots of love. There's lots of love around this. I'm seeing that again. Lots of barriers there, though. Big, tough barriers. And they have to be broken down. The barriers have to be broken down if you want to connect with this person properly. And if they're going to be broken down, if that's something you're going to try and do, just a warning, it has to be done gently, really, really carefully, because what's on the inside of them, it's the complete opposite of what's on the outside. Okay, so I'm just seeing this in this card as well. I don't know if this is going to resonate. I don't know if it's going to make sense, but I'm seeing this and I'm going to come out with this. They might be someone who's been in the military, maybe, because I keep on getting this outer toughness, and this is someone who's been through a lot. They've seen a lot. You know, they've seen a lot of things that are distressing, I think, and that makes them put up this big outer shell. It might not be, but I'm just getting that impression, so I just wanted to say that. And you know, you've got a big battle in this card. This is a battle, so there's that. And also you've got the Emperor as well here, and he's a military figure, and he's obviously really tough on the outside as well. So all that's kind of pointing to that for me. So it might not be that once again, but I'm just seeing all these kind of clues around that. So if any of that resonates, and if you do want to get closer to this person, the big message here is you have to be quite gentle, and it isn't going to be all that easy to be able to do that. So, but they want to come close to you as well. I'm seeing that very strongly. They're kind of battling against themselves to be able to do that. So I hope that makes sense to someone. Okay, so the first card you have here present is, yeah, the Emperor. So, okay, so I'm just looking at all these three cards here. And this is really, really fitting in with what I was getting around the Temperance card. Because I was getting this person who was really like, I'm in charge, I'm the boss, I know what I'm doing, I have to be, you know, I want everyone under my thumb and all that kind of thing. So all these three cards are about people who are in charge, the boss. You know, you've got the Emperor, you've got the Hierophant, and you've got, you know, the King of Swords. All these big bosses. So again, I need to remind you here, I don't know why it is, probably because you're up against this big, huge boss, or whoever this is, who they think they're their boss, the boss. Yeah, I just need to remind you again, you're really strong. I keep on feeling as if I have to tell you that. So someone needs to know that they're strong up against this person. But you know, your brand of strength, it's inner strength. And not many people see that, not many people recognize that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm seeing you being able to come out of this, and you're going to be able to come out on top of this situation. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to be positive for you. Now, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what this situation is. It's something like a court case, or it's some kind of situation where you're up against this person and they think they're in charge. They think they're the boss again. But the kind of strength you have, it's sort of under the radar. So they're not going to see this coming. They're not going to see you coming out on top. They're going to be really surprised, I think. And, you know, again, you've disengaged. You're not talking to this person. So, yeah, I'm getting this really strong feeling that they don't like that. The fact that you're not talking to them makes them feel really uneasy, because they want to know where they are with you. They want to get a clue. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they doing? And they're not getting that from you. So it's making them really feel kind of crazy on the inside, chaos, all of that kind of thing, just like the Five of Wands. That's how they're feeling on the inside. And, you know, they're used to having their way. They're used to being the boss. And that's changing now, and they hate that. They hate that that's changing, and they can feel that happening. So again, you are strong. I have to keep telling you that. Someone needs to know that. So that's just coming out all the time. Okay, I'm seeing this now. This might be why I have to keep on telling you that. Because there's a time that's coming up for you, and I think it's coming up soon. You might have to face them, I think, or be in the same room with them or something like that. And there's something official around this. So again, it might be something like a court case. It might not be, but I'm seeing something official here. So I think you might feel a bit intimidated by that, because they're an intimidating person. I mean, if someone's coming up as the Emperor and the Hierophant and the King of Swords, and, you know, the Five of Wands, a big battle, they're intimidating. They are. So, you know, if this is all resonating with you, just remember, again, you don't have to engage with them. If they ask you questions, because I think they might try to do that, or get you to say things unofficially or whatever, you don't have to talk to them. So, and you know that, I can see that everywhere, but they might try to, you know, catch you off guard or something like that. So just be careful around that. That's a warning I'm getting there. And just one other thing. Yeah, obviously this is all up to you, but with this love connection and this person who has this barrier up, it feels like you might be kind of in two minds about them. What I mean by that is, not in your heart. I think you do have feelings for them, because they have really strong feelings for you as well. I'm getting that. But in your mind, you know, you might be thinking, I do have feelings, but there's hard work around this. There's hard work. So you might be looking at them, and you're probably seeing this barrier and all these issues around them. And, you know, you might be thinking something like, well, oh, it's such hard work. I can't fix people. How am I going to fix all these issues? And it's not my job. And, you know, also, I think you put hard work into relationships before, and you didn't get a lot back. So, and you're not getting a lot back now because they've got this barrier up. So I can understand why you might feel that way. And you're right, in one way, because there is a lot of hard work in this around them. You know, they're very tough, and it's really hard to crack through that toughness. Really, really hard. But what I'm feeling, really, really feeling, is the love. There's love there. There's a huge amount of love there. So at least think about this. At least think about this. They've got a heart of gold, really, inside all that toughness. That's what I'm getting. I really, really am. All right, so the first card you have for your future is the Magician. Okay, so obviously this is an amazing card. And again, I'm looking at all these cards in your future. Very, very positive. Very, very good. So again, that's a really positive sign that you are going to get through this big battle and you're going to get a positive result. So yeah, the Magician says yes. The Magician's all about yes, yes, you can do this, you can win this. So again, I'm telling you this again because I feel as if I have to say this. You're strong. You are strong. Now, when I look at this Magician, what I'm getting is I'm seeing lots of speaking. I'm seeing speaking, really clear speech, eloquent speech, I'm getting that, getting your point across, people listening to you, all that kind of thing. And obviously this is about getting your point across and speaking. It feels like that's about this case, if it's a court case. So you're going to get your point across, people are going to listen to you. So there's that. So that looks promising again, if that resonates with you. But there's something else here. There's something else here that I'm getting. Yeah, there's someone who's outside of a group. That's what I'm getting. They're outside of a group. Yeah, they're an outsider, or they feel like an outsider. And I think you might have been watching this person, or watching what was happening in this dynamic. Maybe this is in the workplace, I don't know. But it's like there's a division between them and a group, and they're left out of a group. That's what I'm seeing. But you don't see divisions between people like that. You know, a lot of other people see these divisions, but you don't see them. And maybe that was one of the reasons why, or one of the first reasons why, you wanted to get away from this person who had all these rules around them. Well, they seemed like a horrible, domineering person anyway, but they had all these rules. And you don't like rules. I don't like them either. Ridiculous rules. You're not allowed to do this, you can't talk to this person, you can't go here, you have to wear this, crazy rules. So, and you don't like people being separated by different categories either. That's what I'm getting. If that makes sense to you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm seeing standing up for this person, and that shows me your strength as well. So again, you're showing everyone your strength. So I think you're either really close friends with them already, or you might end up developing a close friendship with them. And you're standing up for this person. I'm seeing that. And you're free. You're free. There's freedom here, because you feel as if you're free to defend them. And I think when you're around this domineering person, you wouldn't have felt free to stand up for someone like that. That's what I'm getting. And now you are. Freedom and strength. Freedom and strength. That's what you're like now. Fantastic. And that's what happened when you got away from that person. You found your freedom, you found your strength again. Really, really beautiful. And I love this, because I'm seeing a really beautiful friendship here. So if you know who that is, I think you're going to have this really strong friendship. If you're already their friend, it's going to strengthen. And I think they're going to introduce you to a whole lot of new people, new things, a whole big world of a social world for you. Lots and lots of really interesting people, really kind of alternative people, because that's what the magician can be about as well, someone who's a bit alternative. So I think they're quite different, I can see that, and you're quite interested in this kind of world, this different world that they're going to bring you, and they're going to introduce you to lots of interesting people, and you'll have a really, really full, interesting life, a new social life. That's what I'm seeing. So that's really fantastic. So yeah, I just love that. I don't know what else to say, but that's really beautiful. So yeah, so the next card you have for your future is the 10 of Cups. Yeah, you know what, this is really interesting to have this here, because I'm seeing this friend, and they were being excluded from this group, and you wanted to include them. And that's what this rainbow is about. It's about inclusion. That's what the symbol's about. You know, all the colours of the rainbow and everything all blending in together in a harmonious way and all coming together. So inclusion. So there's that as well, and there's that friendship. Now, when it comes to love, obviously this is a really beautiful card, very special card when it comes to love. It means, you know, pure love, getting together, strong relationship, all that kind of thing. So here's this love connection again in this card, with this person who has this barrier around them. They keep on coming up. So if they keep on coming up in the reading, take note of that. This is something worth pursuing, I think. Obviously it's up to you, but that's what I keep on seeing, so I have to tell you that. Now, this is what they want with you. They want what's on this card with you. But again, if you look at where this couple's standing, there's a line, there's a barrier between them and this home. So there's a barrier between this relationship once again. So you can get there. It's definitely possible, because you've got the Magician and you've got this card as well. So if this is what you want, if this is what they want, and I think it is, you know, you can absolutely do this. And, you know, when I look at this scene, it's like a very typical family scene, you know, the typical parents, 2 children, house, all that kind of thing. It feels like, you know, because I was seeing all these problems in their background, and I think they missed out on having that typical family, you know, scene growing up. And I think they really missed that. And I think they see having that with you. So that's another thing I'm getting there. But yeah, if you're prepared to put this work in, and it's gentle work, it's patient work, this can absolutely happen. All the signs are there with everything. And you've got, you know, you've got the 7 of Pentacles again. So I'm going to talk about that here. So I shouldn't say again. I didn't mean to say again. Why did I say again? I don't know why I said again. But yeah, that's another sign, another very positive sign for this relationship, because this card is also about, I'm going to lift it up, it's about patience, building things up with something very slowly, very carefully. So again, it's going to take work, it's going to take patience on both sides to get through this barrier, to build this up. And the other thing here is, you know, you've got a lot going on. You've got all these stressful money problems that I was seeing there in the 6 of Pentacles and the Temperance card. And you've got this battle there as well that's quite difficult. So I think, and you know, this is about waiting for the crop to grow, waiting for harvest time. So I think what might happen is, I think you are interested in this relationship. There's definitely love there. But I think what might happen is you might hold off on that for a while until you've solved all these other problems, and then you might come back to this relationship. And I think if you explain that to them, if you're open to with that, if you're kind of open in the communication, I think they'll understand that, and I think they'll be prepared to wait for you, because there's lots and lots and lots of love there. They know they have issues to resolve, you do as well. So I'm seeing all the other things resolving, and I think you're going to come back around and you're going to start up this relationship, or at least start pursuing something there with them. So beautiful. Really nice. So Virgo, I hope this resonated, but general readings can't always do that, as you know. But again, if you liked this reading, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you for watching.